Hi everybody, it's Lucy from Charleston Lake Apothecary. It's Wednesday evening and tonight we're doing a little discussion on dowsing. So not entirely sure if everybody has a pendulum or even knows what a pendulum is. Here's mine. So this is the one that I'm using right at the moment. It's blue goldstone. So it's got sparkles in it. So we're just going to talk about pendulums and dowsing. And how you choose a pendulum is really based on the color, or better yet, the attraction you have to the color, right? So I recommend that you just have a look at some pendulums, and the one that you're attracted to the most would be the one that you should choose. I use the pendulum for chakra balancing. So there's a lot of really good things you can use the pendulum for. And when the pendulum will swing, it'll give you a yes or no. You just need to figure out which one's a yes and which is a no. So if you've never ever used a pendulum, then you need some time to work on it. So this is really about, the energy from within. And if you're really stuck, you may not get the answer, any answer for that matter. So I always do some grounding, visually, tie my ankles to the center of the earth's core, make sure I'm well grounded. You can go outside and do it, but I just visualize that. And it's just a light visualization to make sure I'm grounded so that I can get the clarity that I want from the pendulum. And then I always have these two questions I ask myself to start. And that is, is my name Lucy? And I'll just do it so I can show you. It's my name Lucy. And so it's a fairly large circle of energy, right? And then I always say, is my name Collins? That's my son's name. The pendulum stops, goes straight. This is for me. And then backwards, so the opposite. So I know that obviously my name is not Colin. Sorry. And so that's my no. My name is Lucy. The pendulum is going to the right or clockwise. That would be my yes. Now you need to spend some time working with your pendulum, because if it's not moving like this freely, then it's not working at its maximum, right? So you need to be able to ask two simple questions, have the same kind of beginning. You can clear it with some sage. You can put it out in the fresh air for the moonlight or sun rays. And so if you have other people touching it or working with it, then their energy's in your pendulum. So you'll need to clear it first. And then, of course, you do the grounding session, and then you ask the question, and here you go, right? You get this. And I'm not doing anything. This is turning on its own. It's a fairly good, I would say good, 4 or 5 inches. And now it's going faster. And it's going wider, so good 6 or 8 inches. And this is how you want your pendulum to work. Like, you don't want to be able to decipher when it's moving just a little bit. That's not enough, right? Like, you want to be able to really see which way it's flowing when you ask the question. So I always keep one close to me. I don't throw it in my purse. Sometimes I walk it, it's in my pocket, but it's always in a nice little sachet. So it's always kept as a precious stone. So it's like your tarot cards. You just don't throw it around, right? So if I was to ask a question, so I already know which way mine's going. Mine's going to the right. I could ask a question like, should I have coffee after I do this video? See, then you see it slowing down, and it's going to go backwards, so counterclockwise, and so coffee's not what I should be doing after this video. And then you could say, please stop. It'll come to a center point. Then you can say, should I have green tea tomorrow morning for breakfast? And then it's going clockwise again. So the answer would be yes. And those are really simple questions. But once you get really complicated questions like, should I take a vacation to, Spain in the next 6 months? No. Should I quit um, drinking coffee? No. So it's a great tool to use. It's one of the many tools that I use. I use tarot cards. I use pendulums. Now this blue pendulum, it's a navy blue. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It might look a little black on your end. So blue is for the when you're attracted to a particular pendulum and its color, then you should find out why and which chakra it's attached to and what kind of energy you're working on. So I'm always working on telling my truth or speaking my truth. Not always, but a lot. I've had a blue pendulum probably 20 years out of the last 18. So it's a really great tool to use. Like I said, it comes with obviously a point. It comes with a chain. The chain should be about 5 inches. This one's a bit longer than usual, so I would say shorten it up when you do it so that it's not really hanging. So when I hold this a little bit in my hand. I only let like 4 or 5 inches as part of the pendulum dowsing aspect of it, right? So I don't use the whole chain. I don't hold it all the way up here. As you can see, it's too big. So I shorten it up and I go like this and I hold the rest of it in my hand and I use that. Now, you don't need to buy a pendulum. You can use the necklace that you're wearing, one that you've worn for a long time. It's yours. It never leaves your neck. I did use at one point a bracelet. You could do that as well. So you can use all kinds of things. You don't necessarily need to go out. Now, mind you, pendulums are not expensive. I have them in our store for $10 up to $20. You could find them more expensive. I had one just made from a colleague of mine in the US, and I don't have it in front of me. Sorry, I should have brought it out. It was very, very unique, and I think I ended up paying $30 for it. Well worth it. It was very, very beautiful. And one of the things that I want to do is I actually want to make these for my customers, and so I am attending a blacksmithing course down in Kingston in October that'll show me how to put the chain on, how to drill holes and crystals and things like that. So I'm very excited about that. I could do a lot of jewelries, but really my top of my list is going to be pendulum. So that's, if you're looking at using a pendulum, keep practicing until you can get this going well and wide. Like it's moving. I'm not moving this. I'm holding it in one spot and it's just, this is my energy moving it. If it's looking like this and it's not moving at all, your energy's a little stuck and then you just need to like keep working it. Like, keep using it every day. Keep asking it questions. You want to be real clear if going clockwise is yes and if counterclockwise is no. And this is how well mine works, but I've been doing dowsing for well over 20 years. So my energy, I think on most days is pretty open, obviously, because this is moving quite quickly. And some people can't get it to move more than this little space right here, right? So if you have any questions, just let me know. You can contact me anytime. I do have a dowsing class. It's about an hour class. You'll see on the end of summer market on Facebook as well. I'll be offering a discount for that class in the future if you're interested in taking it with a few friends. I also do chakra balancing, and I use crystals and the pendulum together to open your chakras. And opening your chakras is the chakras are your energy spots in your body, very simplistically said. And so you always want them working in the correct direction and working. So sometimes they're blocked, sometimes they're not moving, sometimes there's no energy coming out of it, and then you need to rebalance your chakras so that your whole body is just, we're one big piece of energy, right? Like we're just always energy. Like even the pendulum's got energy, inert maybe, but it's still energy. So hopefully that was something you wanted to learn. Any questions, shoot them my way. I'm happy to have a little chat with you about it. But if you don't have a pendulum, it's a great tool. You should grab one. All right, I'll see you Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I'm going to be doing, maybe I won't be there at 10. I might be a little bit earlier. I'm actually in Brockville Saturday morning at 11 till 2 at Rawas Gifts, so RAWAS. I'm doing tarot readings there. So I'll probably do tarot readings online on Facebook a little bit earlier, like 9. And then Sunday, I'm going to be at Heather and Crow from noon till 4 for tarot readings if you're interested. Don't forget, we also have tarot classes starting on Monday if you're interested at Heather and Crow. And again, early October. There's 10 sessions, 3 courses, totaling 10 sessions. And look forward to seeing you all there. Take care. Have a great night.